Columnist Rich Jaroslovsky calls the deal on net neutrality a, quote, massive defection by Google, siding with those protesters. And you know what? Rich is pretty mad about it, too. He's with us this morning, bright and early from San Francisco, on the phone to explain why. Rich, what's your take? Why is this a massive defection by Google?
Well, the idea behind the net neutrality proposal is pretty simple. Them that got, i.e. Google, that's already established, that has big services, that already is a major player, they get to go off and do their own thing with the carriers, and everybody else gets left behind. So I can see a situation evolving where the internet that we know today essentially becomes like the public access channels on cable television. Yeah, it's there, but nobody really pays much attention. Okay,
so your beef isn't with Verizon, I take it. It's more with the fact that Google is selling out all the internet startups to be the companies that are as small as Google once was.
Yeah, Google itself took advantage of the openness of the internet to take on companies like AOL and Yahoo not that long ago. But what it's really doing here is kind of slamming the door shut behind it to make sure that the next generation of startups doesn't come and do to Google what Google did to Yahoo.
Okay, but Rich, let's talk practically. If the internet is going to be public, why should it be funded by private companies like Verizon to build it, to maintain it, etc.?
Well, from the very beginning, it's always been sort of this public-private hybrid. And the carriers do have a right to monetize their networks. They need to be able to do that so they can continue to expand them. So to a certain extent, I have no beef with how Verizon is behaving. It's behaving the way I would expect a carrier to behave. But there do need to be checks and balances. And if the internet is going to continue to be this open vehicle for innovation, then the carriers are not should not be allowed to embrace this kind of closed nature whole hog.
Well, Rich, I know those protesters outside Google's headquarters this morning agree with you. Rich Jaroslovsky, Bloomberg columnist, on the phone with us from San Francisco.